Switch up.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mitch, or Asian Canadian, and what you just saw was the quick 10-second trailer for the new zombie map Ascension being released on February 1st in the First Strike DLC. And although the trailer was only 10 seconds long, there is a lot of info I can squeeze out of that. Starting off, as you can see, the sentry turret is once again returning to zombies on Ascension. Up next, if you look on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll notice that there is a TV hanging down from the ceiling, and that most likely has a very similar function to that of on 5, which is to point out the random box. Now, as you can see from this image, there are several new zombie characters. There are scientists, engineers, zombies sporting military outfits, and there's even a zombie wearing a gas mask if you look on the left-hand side. I know it's kind of difficult to tell, but the player is actually right now holding the death machine, so the death machine is back on Ascension. And not only that, as you can tell, these zombies are wearing astronaut suits with the helmets broken off. Now, some people have been mentioning that they think that it is a two-headed zombie there, but I'm a bit of a skeptic, and I think it's just two zombies walking next to each other, and it happens to look like that. But hey, who knows? If there's a two-headed zombie, I'm down with that. Now, in this image, there's two things I'd like to point out. Firstly, if you look on the left-hand side of the screen, inside the yellow highlight, you'll notice that there is an electrical lightning bolt, which always symbolizes the trap switch. So there's a trap switch, and then if you follow the butterflies up, you'll notice that there's a giant turbine above the player's head, and what that is that's the trap itself. It spins around. I'm not entirely sure what it does. I'm assuming since the player is crouched that zombies that stand up like idiots get knocked over, but we shall all see on February 1st when the map's actually released. And then if you notice in the back of the map, there is a quick revive machine which dispenses the quick revive perk. In this incredibly short segment of the trailer, there's actually quite a bit to point out. First off, as you can tell, the Spaz 12 is returning on this map, as is the HS-10, possibly shotguns off the wall, we'll find out. And also there's a new character, or is it a new character? It might just be Richtofen without his hat on. Now the next weapon worth mentioning is the AK-47, as you can tell it is returning on Ascension, and it's within the highlighted box. Now what I'm personally most excited about from this trailer is that instead of having a Bowie knife, there's actually a sickle on the wall, which makes perfect sense. If you look in the little highlighted box on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll notice that there is a little chalk outline of a sickle, and it makes 100% perfect sense because this map is a USSR missile silo, and as you can tell by the USSR flag, there is a hammer and a sickle, so a sickle makes perfect sense. And if you don't know what a sickle is, look at the image I've also included above. Now this one's a bit more obvious than the rest, but if you look in the highlighted box, you can see the outline of a claymore. So claymores are obviously back on Ascension. Now what you're looking at here is a prototype landing craft. That's why it's not attached to an